It's Sunday. It's time for our church hat chat. Over the week, I had the opportunity to run into some beautiful young sisters who were law students. And they were coming from an event. They were all dressed up. And contrary to popular belief, young sisters, older sisters are not jealous of you. We've already been there, done that. We wore dresses that are shorter and lower cut. In addition to that, we did it in the 90s when times were good, where you could graduate from college and get a six-figure job, and there was no COVID, and there were no black incels. So I meet these young sisters, and we're talking and having a conversation, and of course I'm cheering them on and rooting for them. And a young, good-looking brother walks by that's around their age. And so I look at him and I look at them and I'm like, oh, I see you all checking him out. And one of the young sisters says, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We have bad luck when it comes to men, especially with black men. When we get with a man and they start telling me these stories about these things that would happen to him, the guys would have everything together and then suddenly they would start dating them as law students and they would end up having to take care of the men or something would happen with their health. And I just kind of chuckled and I said, now let me tell you because they're running the Mule-ing game on you. And it is a game. It's a game called Mule-ing. And this is where a man will get you to fall in love with him so that he can take advantage of the things that you already have. It is a man who wants to rest in his femininity. He's been working a little bit, but he sees you already have a car, you've got a career, you've got benefits, you've got a home. And he's thinking, well, shoot, I don't have to do anything but get her to fall in love with me because they know that women are givers and that we will share what we have with them. The other is oftentimes men don't have anything, but they're pretending that they do. So early on, you do need to check them out to make sure that they're not driving an Uber car that they're renting, that they really do have a home and it's not their mama's house. I mean, I can tell you so many stories in my early days where a guy had this big, gigantic house and I walk into the house and it looks like a scene out of something out of Psycho because all of his mother's clothes were in the house. And he was living in his mom's house. Another time where a friend had said he had a nice house and it was his friend's house whose couch he was sleeping on. And we would drive by there and I finally went in. I'm like, this is where you stay? Guys who have really nice cars and you find out that they are rented cars, Uber cars, or, borrowed cars. So you have to really look into it to make sure that they have things. And no, ladies, it's not that it's anything that we're doing. Oftentimes they have a way of pretending that they have things. Guys that have like I knew one with a motorcycle, a Mercedes Benz, and all these nice $2,000 shoes. And then his house was so dusty, I walked in and had an asthma attack and had to go have a breathing treatment at the hospital. So he was living in a hole. So no, it's not you. You do have to check them out. Do not allow them to mule you. So the muling game is then when they want to come and have you to carry all of the weight and carry them. You're carrying everything. You're carrying the finances. You're carrying the home. You're carrying the whole relationship on your back. Ladies, don't let a man mule you. And that is our church hat chat for this Sunday.
Follow me.